the ability to say, no, I want it later or don't want to do it now.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
Good morning, good afternoon.
Hi, Stefan. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Stefan. Hi, Tim. Server's up, guys.
Hi, Tim. Hi, Stefan.
Hi.
Thank you.
$170 is a more tricky one, huh?
School class.
Oh.
I take the KA6.
I choose Digi 1000.
And it's not school. You have to fly really old-fashioned.
Yeah, then we never have a final.
Stefan, du fliegst Stier?
Ja, ich muss ihn erst noch kaufen.
Ich habe ihn gar nicht und ich kaufe ihn auch nicht. That's a waste of money.
Ja, ich bin mal Planik geflogen. Das ist irgendwie viel schlimmer, da hat man überhaupt keinen Spaß.
Die Planik ist geil. Schwer.
User entered your channel.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Morten.
Hi, Morten.
Hi,
Hi,
Morten.
Morten.
Hi, guys.
I take the KA6.
User disconnected from your channel. User entered your channel.
I'll take the S-tier. I made my silver bets with that one.
Good day, gentlemen. This is Doug. I'm transmitting blind here. I could probably transmit, but I can't receive, so I won't be able to hear you. But if you need to talk to me, well, if I need to talk to you, I'll let you know. Thanks. Have a great flight, everyone.
Bye.
So we can't tell him that his microphone's making loud clicking sounds?
Yeah. May on the stream of Tim, maybe he hears us. But is this kind of connection? He could speak with us, but don't hear us.
He probably doesn't have the headset. The inputs and outputs on TeamSpeak probably working right.
Oh, okay.
I can even use water on the Ast here.
Yes, almost full ballast.
May is the best choice. DG is empty.
But you have the same wing loading?
Yep, and a free seat. But now you are in a lead position. You familiar with the standard PDA?
Yeah, it's very simple. I'm a man with a simple mind.
Yeah. For me, it's complicated to switch over.
Actually, I'm not sure if I put ballast on. We actually had an earthquake here yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a 3.4, just a few miles out of town. It's funny.
Wow.
My brother and me were both up. I was sitting on the sofa. He was using the computer, sitting in a chair. I didn't feel it or notice it, but he said he felt it. But you could hear it too. There was actually a rumble. It sounded kind of like thunder, like really. You get really powerful but really distant thunder and the real deep rumble. It was kind of like that, except it faded in, faded out, and we're like, "What was that?"
Yeah, I've only experienced it once in Denmark. It was the epicenter was outside the west coast where I live, and it was I think it was 4, but it was very short. I thought it was a snowplow going by.
Yeah, I didn't even feel it because I think because on the sitting on the sofa, the cushioning from the sitting on the sofa was enough so I couldn't feel it. But the chair my brother was sitting in was a metal frame chair, so it's a lot more solidly on the ground. And we were like, we called our mom who lives on the other side of town. And that's not saying very much how small our town is, but like a little, maybe a kilometer away from her. And it's like, did you hear that? And she said, yeah, and it felt the earth. It felt a little bit of a shake. And we're like, ooh. We went and looked, and
Yeah, I guess it's quite rare event in Kansas.
Actually, the funny thing is, in like 1870 something, I can't remember what exact year it was. There was one here that was actually strong enough in our town right here to do damage, crack stonework and bounce furniture around, everything.
But 1870, I was still consider it as a rare event.
Yeah, I mean, small ones aren't that uncommon here, but not ones you feel. Some of them we've had before from oil field stuff because I don't think there's anybody doing fracking out here where they use pressure to break the rocks up, but there's a lot of water, salt water and stuff that comes up with it, and they inject it into disposal wells and the other layers of rocks that were dry already, and that can actually lubricate pre-existing faults and let them put the pressure move and stuff, so you can actually get earthquakes from that. But we do actually have, besides those, we do actually have, we're actually not in this area in Kansas is actually slightly more seismically active than a lot of places where there's literally nothing. It's in the middle of the U.S. It goes from the Great Lakes kind of down towards Kansas, and I think a little bit in Oklahoma. There's a big underground rift, basically. North America tried to split apart, kind of like how the Red Sea is. Basically, it tried to do that a long time ago, and then stopped for whatever reason. And then so there's kind of there's a buried mountain range and split stuff like that deep down. There's lots of faults that can trigger earthquakes, but it's not. It's totally inactive.
So baby drill might backfire.
Well, they do plenty of drilling out here for oil. That could be one reason why there's oil out here too, is because the ground and then there is folded up and down and stuff, and then the oil gets trapped in other spots like that where it's been basically when the rock layers have been distorted and kind of curved up and down, the oil accumulates in the upper spots of where the layers go up and down.
Yeah, okay. But fracking is gas extraction, right?
It's both. Yeah, fracking. I mean, they can use it for gas and for oil. Basically, main thing is they just use high pressure. They pump fluids of fracking liquids, which is all a mixture of water and oils and all sorts of weird stuff. And they're high pressure to crack the rocks apart so that whatever they're trying to extract can flow to the wellhead. But
Use a strong one.
even in fracking, the fracking itself doesn't do as much cause earthquakes as much as it is when they dispose of the extra liquids and stuff.
The core is in the middle of the ridge. A little bit backwards.
I think Morten and I had a very nice flight yesterday. It was quite fun, and I recommend you guys team up next time with from the same continent. It's no problem.
Yeah, it worked actually quite good.
Yeah, one of the other contests that I fly, they're doing a thing where like every Monday they refly the previous task, but they do it in two-seater. We were doing that earlier. It is really fun to fly two-seater.
Was also interesting of spectator yesterday to switch between and see how you're flying.
I went with the high visibility paint scheme.
Yeah, you can see Mark in his 126 really clearly. His red 126.
I think I mentioned it before, but the contest that I flew like daily for like a decade, the guy who founded that contest and who ran it flew this exact plane in real life, like this sweet red paint scheme of this 126. That's pretty cool, like having a plane that like I've seen in real life.
Yeah.
It's funny, when I lived in Boulder, there was one that was always parked in the glider port, and it was red as well, and it had set an altitude record at one time. Probably in the wave.
Yeah, the guy who ran the contest flew this exact plane, the Sweet Red. He did a 1,000 kilometers in a 126, which I think he's the only person to have done that.
You have a little bit more lift on the ridge itself. I had 1 meter more. And I climbed on the ridge to the ridge top and then to the cloud.
Did you say 1,000 kilometers in 126?
Yeah, it was a long day. And he needed strong ridges to do it.
Where was it in the US?
Yeah, it was in the US, in the eastern, in the Appalachians in the US. There's very long, low, well-formed ridges, so a lot of good flights out of there.
guys. It's Doug. I'm back temporarily, and I think I could hear you guys. How much join time is left?
4
4
minutes.
minutes. 4
Sorry, I
minutes.
had multiple answers there. Go ahead.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. Okay, thanks. Always something.
For Condor, this here is a very civilized gaggle.
Yeah.
Slow moving planes, it's pretty easy to stay out of everyone's way.
Yeah, I saw one collision, but that was caused by lag. I saw the two aircraft jump in the back, and they just jumped into the same spot.
Yeah, I think what matters most is they have the same wing loading.
Yeah.
Ooh. This person pulled up right in front of me.
Only a 15 start, guys, just so you remember.
Yep.
As we climb up, halfway to the moon here.
No,
Well, I need 1,000 feet just to accelerate to VNE.
just try to find a tactic with
We're in school.
1500.
We're in school class. We need all the time just to sit there and we just to wait after the join time ends. We're gonna need all the altitude.
We are so slow with school class, we have no box today. They are faster.
Yeah, I think the last time we had school class, we also had bugs, which was kind of inconvenient.
What's the start speed? 170?
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
It's maybe VNE with school class, not 170.
Yeah, it is in the 126. I mean, if there's any headwind at all, it is legitimately VNE.
Guys goes to the cloud. Unbelievable. But interesting, a mixed field. I like that. Everyone choose another glider. It's interesting.
The school glass gliders I own are pretty limited.
User disconnected from your channel.
DGT has another glider. Put shots. Never saw.
Yeah, it's the newest one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, that's that brick, isn't it?
No, it's a fiberglass glider like the ASK-21.
There's one that looked like a Cessna that they did not too long ago.
That's the SF-28.
Okay.
Well, it's not like a Cessna, but it's the actual. It's a touring glider, an old one with an engine and everything.
I saw Mark Till fly that one once in a race. Only once.
The problem is it's got a limited PDA, so you really need to be using a external PDA, like a XC or something, because its PDA is made to look like a old Garmin GPS. So the screen's mostly squished down and cropped off.
For the other guys which didn't flown this ridge to this first mountaintop, there is lift. So when you fly it on the ridge, you could come a little bit higher.
Ah, good. I see it down there and was curious about that myself. With the low start, I might have to go to where you are right now.
May it works, yeah. I will start at this position, more or less. But I could go over and just catch this ridge and follow.
You missed your time there, Doug. Oh, no, he left. Doug already left the channel.
But there was ridge lift, sorry. At 1 meter, and on the top it goes to 2 meters, and then at the end is the cloud on the ridge top, or at the peak, the small peak.
That works perfectly.
Yeah, not perfectly. I flown zigzag on the ridge to be a little bit higher to catch, but then it's possible to turn. I'm not sure if I could catch in once. Because now you're lower.
Oh, that's so far down there.
Yeah. And few pilots are low already. Good luck, guys.
Yeah, good
Good
luck,
luck.
everyone.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, good luck there, Mark. Gonna be a long flight.
It is crazy how little energy these things carry. Like pull up from VNE and I got, 30 meters, 40 meters. It wasn't that much.
You gain a few meters, yeah.
A paper plane would do better.
I mean, it is kind of neat, though, the way you have that no extra energy, because you can really feel your way around a thermal. It's a different style of flying, and it has its charms.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, and there's no problem getting over to altitude. I'm actually going to go back to that same ridge everyone was at earlier. You can clear the first ridge without difficulty.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Because when you came in, you was higher. And it was not possible in once to reach.
I mean, I just started and made it right over where you were, Tim.
You already started? Okay, I see you now, yeah.
Yep.
The red
Yeah,
string.
I started, and when I pulled up and came straight, I was right at your altitude.
Ah, thanks. So then I start also. John is also on the way.
I had to reset my G meter. Now I can see how bad I was flying during the entire flight.
G meter?
Yeah, some of the school flight players have G meters like the Pilatus has. I can't remember which one of the ones that has it. One of the others. Oh man. don't remember which other glider it has. I know at least, well, no, that the Swift definitely has one.
Yeah, I was going to say the acrobatic one I know does.
Yeah, maybe it's possible. Yeah. I started also.
Yeah, and the ridge that you fly over to, it works, like, even from halfway down.
Yep. I see you now. I focus now a little bit.
Are you high enough to actually get left there, Mark? You look kind of low.
No, on the right
Yeah.
one, not on the left. You're on the wrong ridge.
Oh, wait, which one do I need to be on? Around the corner?
Yep. F1. No. A lot wider. It's the next corner with the shadow. It's the right
Oh.
ridge, but you have
Oh.
to fly further to LI.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Further east.
Yep, I see.
Yeah,
what you're talking about.
sorry.
Yeah, I just turned early. Oops. Oh well.
It's there which the white area stops and goes to the dark area from the shadow. On the top there is the cloud.
Where LOI is going?
LI
Okay, I
is
see. Yep.
too far. No, it's this ridge. 100 meters from DGT.
Oh, so I just barely turned too early.
Yeah, just a little.
Well, now LOI is going the opposite direction that I want to. It'll all work out. I mean, I'm still climbing here.
But there is no lift where LI
Well,
is.
LOI is going up.
16's turning here. Yeah, there's lift right here.
Yeah, here's also lift. I go up there. And then on the top to the back.
Oh yeah, it's right here in the shadow. Weird.
We have so much time to see and rearrange.
Yeah, it all plays out in slow motion.
How much lift have you there?
2.5 is my
Have you
average.
two?
And it's getting better.
4 meters.
I'm going to do a figure eight because I'm below the ridge, but once I'm above, I will do left turns. I see you, I see Andres. I'm not going to run into you.
It's you.
I don't know what the turn radius on this thing is, but wow, you can really stand it on a wingtip and get it around in a hurry. It's like a hang glider.
Yeah, we tried radius. Yeah.
I love that because when you feel the core, you can just lean over and kind of rip it.
Thanks for showing. It's a nice one.
And it keeps getting better too. The whole way up, it's been getting slightly stronger.
I had 4 out of the ridge, but higher. But things this get also stronger. Yeah, it's stronger.
Right now, my circle diameter is 124 meters.
You climb better than I.
I don't know how this thing flies. This is actually the first time I've tried flying it. That's kind of funny. I thought
I go further.
a little nitpick about smoke. I never even thought about it. The smoke does not go up with the thermal. If you drop a little bit of smoke, it stays at the same altitude as you go around, even though it should be going up.
Yeah, that's funny.
Lift is getting less. It's dropping off.
Yeah, the core switched. The core is not always at the same time.
Yeah, the core has
Same position.
switched twice. It's been sort of interesting. I've been at the exact same level as DGT, and both times I've watched us both try to shift to the new core.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, my 30-second average is up to 4.
I was getting over 5 netto, and now it's more like 4.2.
Yeah. Shortly, I had also 5, 4 over 5. Yeah.
Getting below 4 now.
Well, I don't know if it's a lighting issue or what, but man, your glider, Mark, the shadow stopped working on it. It turns just right now you're fine. You're dark gray because you're in a shade, but during half the turn, your glider just turned full bright red as if it's being in direct sunlight on the bottom. It just stands out super brightly.
Interesting.
I don't know if that's a bug or if it's just like the shadows not working. Well, no, none of the other gliders that's around you is doing it, so it must be something wrong with the that plane. His DDT and everybody else is right next to you. Their gliders aren't doing it. I'll put a screenshot on that. That's definitely a.
I am so glad they fixed the bug where trying to adjust the trim caused you to freeze out your controls for a couple of seconds. The
I
plane
was going to say
is so much different with this.
I hadn't tried to fly this thing until after that bug had been fixed. The on the playlist here, yes, the trim is on the right side, so the pilot takes his hand off the stick to adjust the trim.
Yeah,
This
same
thing
with the
would be a
126.
nightmare.
Yep. I couldn't even figure out what that was for the longest time. I just knew I kind of hated flying the glider. It's totally different now.
I didn't mind the delay from hitting the trim button to when the trim moved for the pilot to move his hand to the stick. I noticed that first, and I was like, what was that? And then when I realized what it was, I was like, oh, that's fine. But the taking the hand off the actual stick, or not, or if the pilot swapped hands, it'd be fine.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
I mean, realistically, that's really what they should do. If they can fix the animation system so that the pilot can swap hands, then it'd be okay.
I would get burned like I'd approach a ridge top, and I would pull up and start to turn. And when I'd start to turn, I'd adjust the trim, but then I would be frozen out and almost slam into the mountain. Or when I'd get near a cloud, it would be the opposite. I'd push the stick forward. And in both cases, I really needed the control input for those couple.
Yeah, well, the stim, the pilot would use his hand on his stick hand to remove the throttle. So if I remember I crashed at least one time after finish on a stim where I'd cross the finish line low, start the engine, and go advance the throttle, and I didn't have the trim quite trimmed out yet. And then as soon as I went to hit the throttle button, suddenly I lost control. I'm like, what happened? And then I realized, yeah, he's taking his hand off the stick to move the throttle. It's like, you've got two hands. I'm willing to wipe my bugs, but I don't have any. Either bugs nor wipers.
Some brutal sink here.
Not fun in a 126.
No, and I'm trying to hurry to get through it, and that just makes it worse.
Yeah.
Well,
Really?
if it's just sinking air, you're still always going to be able to go speed up through it. Because I mean, well,
Yeah,
I guess,
I'm sorry, to make it worse. It just
yeah, I
lets me
what you're
know how
saying.
bad it really is.
Good to them. Or good luck to him, sorry.
Thank you.
Actually, it'd be fun. It'd be interesting. I may actually make a task for that. Let's see for rain. Is it better to go slower through a rainstorm in Condor? Basically, if you're not going to stop,
They
like,
tell
well,
it
let's
slower
assume-
is better.
assume there's no lift. So I'll say like the lift nothing. Yeah. Is it better to go like a minimum speed so your sink is reduced? Oh yeah, that's fun.
Talking about the nature of the drag being such that there's,
Yep.
it really steps up with speed.
Yeah, that's what I've been too. Like, that's the same thing like with the bug wipers. You get the bug wipers stuck out.
Oof, I'm going down here at more than 5 meters a second. This is gross.
Yeah, it's about a meter per second, and then it'll sink. I'm right behind you. It's because these clouds. If you got this strong lift in the clouds, there's going to be the balanced sink around them.
Yep, and you are right behind me.
This DG1000, it just sounds like I've got the spoilers cracked.
I think it's because it's got the gears out.
Yeah, but it just doesn't have. The sound I associate it more with. It sounds more like a spoiler.
Yep.
It's really disconcerting.
DG stop climb.
Yeah, I was climbing with DGT that entire first thermal. It was the best look I've ever had at the Puchats, or however you pronounce it. That is one ugly glider.
Wait, Andres, which way are you turning? Okay, you're going right. Okay. It looked for a second. It looked like you were going left. I was like, they were going right up above.
Well, this is nowhere near as good of a thermal as the first one.
Yeah, I should have stopped that one. The one you were in, Mark, I think was better than this.
Ugh, that one wasn't that great.
Oh, well, okay. When I first flew through wherever I was at, it felt pretty good, but
Oh, this
Maybe
one's okay.
Yeah, I might have got a little more narrow here. Just a minute.
yeah, actually, it is getting a little bit better as I'm circling. But my first circle felt really weak, like it was like barely over 2.
Yeah, I think the core is a little bit to the east. Where are you guys at?
It's still only a 4 netto. The other one was kissing 5.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's better to the east. Adjust a little bit. Yep. There's Morton.
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you.
I don't think much of this cloud.
Oof, wow, it suddenly got a lot worse.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's jump a little bit when you are higher, then it's stronger again, but it's weird, yeah. Below stronger, then less, then more.
Oh, wow, we're much stronger right here. Oh boy. Yeah, I just went over here and I hit almost 5.
Oh, you just left? Okay.
Yeah, it suddenly got a lot weaker and I'm like, oh, this is terrible. And then just moved a little bit further and
I don't understand.
Yeah, off to the east again.
oh, and now it's not good. Maybe I didn't quite.
No, this is better. All right.
Though it was much better. And then suddenly it got a lot worse. Now I'm having to adjust again a little bit to the northwest. Wow, I'm really having to chase these things around.
No, I like this cloud. It goes all the way up to cloud base. As most of them do.
Got to do this.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Nice.
And he must be having problems. He was off TeamSpeak, and then
Andy?
yeah, he was on earlier, but he left TeamSpeak at some point and he just left.
Landed out.
No, it was very low.
Finished, maybe.
Maybe he couldn't. Maybe he started a little bit late and couldn't connect to one of those thermals.
Without water and slow, it's dangerous. Not much energy. Glide, baby, glide.
Thanks, Bruce.
Congrats.
Thanks, man.
Bugger.
I was saying so many cloud penalties today.
I just love it when he says that.
You could turn on one spot with the inner wing. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it makes me really, really want another zoom level on the thermal level because
yeah,
your circle is just so tiny.
Here's extreme strong. 6.5.
I almost started flying hit straight toward you, Andres. That would have been a mistake because I need to turn first.
You are all higher.
You got 6 over there, Andreas?
6.5, yeah.
Integrated.
No, Max.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at the cloud penalties. So many cloud penalties today.
It's difficult to turn on one spot, then I have more. But I need the full way of my joystick. I could not pull more.
Well, you're going right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see the netto here. Not yet. There you go.
Thanks, Rich.
Thank you.
Congrats.
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 I'm going full speed over to where you guys are, and it feels like I'm standing still.
Don't forget to turn. I almost started heading towards it. Yeah, I almost started heading straight towards him. I was like, wait, I need to hit the turn point first. Richard?
Yeah, this is hitting a little over 6 netto at times.
It's difficult to stay in so tight, yeah.
Yeah, but it drops down to like 4.5, which is about what we've been getting.
You guys are going right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Glad I didn't hit you, Andreas, earlier. I was staring at the PDA. I could have easily hit you. Staring at it for about 3 minutes.
It's so difficult that I use full rudder to get this glider so small radius. At 3,400 you have more lift.
Yeah, the integrated on this is 4.6 right now.
Yep.
And this is ripping.
Go further.
I don't know why you wouldn't take it to cloud base.
Why? It's a new kind of tactic.
Okay.
Don't lose too much time. Go further.
Okay. To me, it's about energy uptake. I'm getting really high energy uptake. High rate of energy uptake. That's a good thing.
Yeah. With water I will do. Without water, I think go earlier is not so bad.
You got your wheel down, Bruce.
You know, they don't move.
You're just not pulling hard enough on the lever.
This doesn't have retractable gear. Either that or I've lost my, well, it should be in, because you'd come in, and not air stud.
What's the gear level on this
Just
thing?
thought the DG had retractable undercarriage.
Do any of the school class gliders have retractable undercarriage?
The Polaris does. I just checked.
Yeah, the Astra has
Atlantic
one.
and the Astia.
Oh, right. The Astia definitely does.
Why is the Astor? Why is the Astor in school class, not club class?
No idea.
It's actually not that bad.
Actually, why is the Polaris in in school, not like aerobatic class, because it is. I think it is meant to be aerobatic or acrobatic.
Boy, this climb was good. Thanks for whoever found it, Andreas. I guess it was.
Andreas.
Just focus on biggest peak.
Andreas found it
Yeah,
for us. Then
as soon as it peaks, I just leaned over onto it, and it just egged to the very out. Nice.
Maybe a watch also of the valley. But here's nothing.
Also, like the SF-28 probably should be an open class because it's just not in a class because it's not really a school glider. I think what it is they just need they need an actual separate category for vintage.
Here's something.
Blue one.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats.
I keep on seeing people flying faster and higher than me. Like, well, what am I doing wrong? And I'm like, oh yeah, they're in like DG-1000s.
Yeah, boy, what a luxury.
Yeah, the Aster and the DG-1000 are just completely different. There's a wide variety of performance available in this class.
And no one ever takes like the Gruner baby.
I tried it once.
Yeah, you need to make the task for it. Then it's fine. It's just like a relatively short task so that it takes the proper amount of time to finish. Otherwise, you'd be like flying all day long. What is F1 doing? He's going all over.
The Netto's pegging over 7 here in places.
Yeah,
Hi,
this
Mike.
one is better here.
Thank you.
But you have the stronger spot than I have.
7.9, got to.
Follow you.
Good luck tour from Mike.
Hi, Mike.
All right.
Thank you.
Alright, thanks a lot.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, keep high enough. You have to pass over there.
In fact, my mom bought a new TV, and it turns out her video card in her computer couldn't even handle doing 4K video. And it was actually cheap, basically more cost-effective to completely replace her motherboard, CPU, memory, and power supply than it was to get a new video card.
Yeah, video cards are just nuts these days.
But also, there's no one makes decent low-end cards because it's the integrated GPUs. Most of these new CPUs are better than any of the really low-end ones. So that's what we basically ended up doing. Was like, the cheapest Intel CPU. It was a 14100, and the built-in GPU in it is better than basically anything you could buy for. I mean, the cheapest NVIDIA at like a 1030 or something, which is horribly out of date at this point anyway, was over $100. And
Yeah.
just it was like $3 for the GPU, CPU, a CPU, motherboard, and RAM. So it's like, well, just for $200 more. Now she has a computer that's just a few, like a decade or so, newer. But she had a i3 2100 computer before.
Oh, wow.
Which was fine. I mean, she just watches YouTube and just like an email and stuff on it. But yeah, it was not cutting it. I mean, you couldn't with a TV. She couldn't do, like I said, the video card literally just doesn't support that resolution.
Congrats, Bruce.
Thanks, Bruce.
Congrats.
We have to focus again, all are faster.
The sink is not pleasant after that thermal. Coming to the turn point.
Yeah, we're in a sink from the thermal, and we're on the lee side of the ridge.
I kind of planned on going east along that ridge and then swing around on the east side of the turn point, and I think that would have made a lot of sense with all the altitude I lost.
I think once you turn, it looks like there's a pretty good ridge to pick up. Well, all of the line of clouds, off the direction where Morton's at, so. Of course, it's funny shopping for a TV now. The most important feature for a TV now apparently is, will it fit in your vehicle?
Oh yeah, that's a non-trivial issue. I had a friend who did that. He bought a new TV recently at wherever it was, and literally had to like rent a truck to get his TV home.
Yeah, we just went to Walmart and we measured the car out, and we were looking at the boxes, measuring the boxes to see which box would fit in the car.
Yeah.
Ended up getting a 50-inch LG. It's like, whatever. It's fine.
Go, go, go.
Congrats, John.
Thank you.
Congrats, John. Thanks, Richard.
How's the lift there, Morton?
+5. Integrated.
I'm still laughing at just how much cheaper TVs are now. Even with anything like that 50-inch TV was like 300, and with tax was like 340 or something. And our old TV was a 26-inch. Oh yeah, is he too low? Is he not connected
Very
to
low,
the thermal?
Close to the ground. May he hit.
Thank you.
Yeah, just after college, I bought a 27-inch Sony Trinitron TV, which was like the greatest thing I could ever possibly imagine. It was incredible. And now it's like you can get an LED that's twice as big for essentially no money at all.
Yeah, I mean, our first flat screen TV was we had tube TV. It died. Well, yeah, it worked, but you couldn't turn it off. There basically some relay somewhere. We're like, okay, please keep going. I went to Best Buy and bought the cheap. They had their own store brand 26-inch LCD for $400, and that was cheap. I was like, yeah, I'll get that. And the funny thing was, we've been using that TV since then. Her old 40-inch. My mom had a 40-inch Samsung TV. That's what she replaced. We picked it up instead. So we went from 26 to 40 inches. Well, this poor thing. The funny thing is that old TV 26 we had, it uses a fluorescent tube for the backlight. It was still looking really good. The Samsung LED TV that she gave us, you gotta have the backlight all the way up now. The LEDs have faded enough that they're not that bright. It's like,
Congrats.
Congrats, Mark.
That's fine.
Congrats.
I should have stopped her, I think.
Am I the only person flying a 126 today?
No,
no,
T4 is also flying one, but he's way back. Oh, I hope I get lift soon, because this is not working too well.
Here's a strong one.
Yeah, I totally screwed it up. Netto, and it blips up and it's gone.
Netto is 4.5.
He's recovered nicely. You were way down there compared to me. My crappy
My
thermal
co-pilot
plane.
flying. I'm just watching.
Yeah. Funny.
I even don't know his name.
I'm flying co-pilotless.
Oh, DG recovered. He got back up. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
glad.
Oh, okay.
And I'm glad because I'm actually about to join right where he was.
I'm actually almost at final glide.
Mark, I flew through one. I don't know if you can catch it. I'm a bit higher.
Okay, good to know.
Left side.
Okay, I'll take this one for a little bit and then move over. Thanks.
Cloud Street here. Constant lift here. 2.5 meter. Now gone. Back again.
And you fly through this netto, and it's just like a blip. It just doesn't. They're very, very narrow.
Yeah, I feel like I'm flying a butterfly.
You reincarnated as a butterfly?
Yeah. Yeah, the funny thing is, bear flies are actually one of the stronger flying insects. They fly in wind stronger than most other insects will.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you would think they would not be able to fly very well, but yeah, if it's windy enough that a lot of the bugs give up, butterflies actually are really strong flyers.
Downwind only, or
No, they fly upwind. It's just for whatever. I think it's because the way they really exploit the whole. They can slap their wings together, and then when they separate them, it really forms really strong vortexes. Basically, they can't take advantage of the air viscosity at the scale there are and everything. Yeah.
John is
high Reynolds numbers.
John is the living Wikipedia. I enjoy so much your infos, John. You know a lot.
Or he's good at making it up. I don't know.
No, that is the thing. Yeah, no, if you pay attention to like when the weather is kind of strong, I mean, if it gets windy above a certain point, yeah, they don't fly either. But there's basically they will fly. I mean, like look at monarch butterflies. Now, there's a lot of butterflies that migrate. They migrate, thousands of miles.
Okay, D3 is doing loops. Not something I see during a race very often. And disconnected. Something was going wrong with his joystick, I'm guessing.
Well, or lag, and he had pulled up right when he hit lag, so it just kept him locked in whatever G he was in. I don't know if it works that way or not.
Or he had to quit and he wanted to go out with a bang.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's like dragonflies are really maneuverable because the way their wings work, but they don't like high winds or stuff because their wings are their wings are more for like maneuverability and hovering and doing stuff like that.
Yeah, those insects are fascinating. They can move in a split second.
Yeah, and where I'm at, I mean, we're in town. That they hang out here and they'll they'll hang out on our antenna on our car, and like just looking for bugs, and they'll fly a little patrol pattern in the yard and stuff. Look at Martin.
Thank you.
Tillykke.
Thank you.
Ja, congrats.
Sometime.
I haven't seen as many for the last few years, but we used to have these big wasps too, the cicada killers. They catch cicadas, and then the female will catch a cicada, sting it. They don't kill it; they just basically paralyze it, and then bury it in a nest and lay their eggs on it. And because cicadas are really big, they're a humongous wasp because they have to be big enough to pick up and carry a cicada around. And the males are funny because they're really territorial, so they'll fly up to anything that moves, which includes like a person, to see if it's a wasp or not, another male wasp. And then if they do, those ignore you. They can't even sting, but they look really scary.
Wow.
Yeah, you can actually pick them up. They're the same thing. They like to have a spot where they hang out on the ground, or like on like a lamppost or something to kind of guard their territory. So you go there and put your hand in that spot, they'll crawl on your hand instead.
That's Tim.
Thank you.
And they're like 3 or 4 centimeters long. They're really big and bright yellow. They look like a big scary hornet basically, but they're totally harmless unless you're a cicada.
F1's moving right along.
He's low.
Yeah, he can finish with that, I think. But yeah.
I can't keep up with you and Andreas in your 1000s.
Yeah, I'm at MC5, and I've got 110 positive on the DDH.
Yeah, it was interesting flying along and watching you guys slowly pull away from me and effectively outclimb me.
Yeah, but look how close you stayed for most of the race. It's pretty obscene, really. Makes me feel like I don't got it, man.
This is pretty good here once I got centered in it. Thanks, Bruce.
Congrats, Bruce.
Thanks, man.
Congrats, Bruce.
It's easy. It's a DG 1000. You see F1 way down there, Rich, he's going to end up going over the line before me, probably. That's the way it usually works. I've done this before.
I was about to say congrats, Mark, but that was not a good thing.
Yeah, exited at cloud base, and the next cloud was lower, and I couldn't dive under it. It is a good thing. Oh, I looked at the tab. I'm still on the leaderboard because of the handicap.
Yeah, isn't it with the 126, if you finish, reasonably well, you're always going to win?
In the game here, but I think it changes when you get to Condor Club or something. I forget what it is. I know it always looks good until it doesn't.
If you go too long, lose, how does that work, John? If you go too long, the points change somehow?
Yeah, if you're below a certain percentage of the leader, you don't get points for speed. You just get distance points.
Yeah, over 2 hours maybe, yeah.
It's
or
not,
over 3 hours.
It's a percentage, I think. remember right. It's like I can't remember how it works. I can't remember if it's the leader speed or the average speed.
Yeah, I'm not gaining on F1. It's just obscene that way this happens. I've done this before. I remember doing it with V8 too. Just got to put the stick forward, I guess.
Was there any minimum?
No minimum. It's a
No,
600
no.
finish, but it's no minimum.
That's no minimum. Okay, thank you.
That's the one.
Thanks.
Congrats.
Because I think F1's pulling away from me even.
Well, he might get a little too aggressive and end up having to slow down, though. You're a lot higher than he is.
I don't know. I just... I don't know.
Well, what's your DDH to the finish?
Right now it's 0 at MC5.
I mean, yeah, I just for being conservative, I always try to keep around like 200 and then speed up like the last 10 kilometers. But
Well, it's MC5, so.
Yeah.
And I've got
Jeez, I'm jealous.
a lot of lift.
he's a lot lower than you are. So, I mean,
Yeah. He shouldn't be getting the benefit of the ridge lift that I am. As much.
I'm at cloud base, and I have DDH 0 at MC 0.
I think he is too low.
I just turned at I'm at 31 at McCready 1.8. I got DDH of 230.
Or is there a chance to follow the lake? For the final.
Entered your channel.
Yeah, I don't know.
We will see.
I think not.
I'm not in a comfort zone at the moment. I have to concentrate.
Yeah, F1 doesn't look good.
Yeah, I think he
Okay.
pushed maybe a little bit too fast.
It's a much easier deal with this fast plane. But I'm going to get killed with my handicap.
There's a question. Which side of the blue line to take to finish?
Right. We've been thinking about it. I'm going north. That's what I'm thinking. F1's going south.
Don't think he's got any option.
Yeah.
Yeah, both sides could be good. There's a ridge to get over.
Oh, 4 meters per second of sink on the net over here.
Yeah, be careful.
First mark.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Thank you.
That's smart.
I've entered the very boring phase of the flight. Just watch everyone else go faster.
This is where they need like little mini games for Condor, where you're doing only slow final glides, like food unwrapping simulations or something.
My God, there's a slight headwind here too. This is killing me.
There are power lines. Wow, guy. Be careful.
Okay.
And also be careful on the last part of the power lines. There are power lines as well. Actually, I need to dive under them. Nice to know.
That's Tim.
Congrats, Tim.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Congrats, Tim.
Are you on final glide, Tim?
No. At McGrady 2.7, I'm at minus 280.
Okay.
But I hope the ridge after the turn point will sort it out.
Yeah, it will.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Tillykke, Morten.
Congrats, Morten.
Congrats.
But I think the wing loading was too low to this DD 1000.
Yeah.
And this high ground at the end is interesting.
Nah, not really. The only thing you need to be careful about is the power lines.
Yeah, the south is maybe more efficient. Have no ridges.
The power lines are a problem up there.
Yes. I go below. You don't see this stands of the power line. They are really long. The lines are long. You just have the lines in the valley. You don't see the stands. These masts. Ah, there you are, Bruce. You're so close.
Yeah.
I don't know. This final ridge doesn't really work that well.
Yeah, it's kind of just. Meh. I mean, it is slowly boosting my DDH for my speed and everything, but
Congrats on that.
Congrats on this.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Congrats.
Congrats, Bruce.
Congrats.
Congrats, Bruce.
Okay. Morton was almost 3 minutes faster. Good job, Morton.
Yeah, I don't think it will save me when the Estes comes.
Yeah. If we did this all the time, I think I'd buy an Aster.
I'm more worried about Mark's ST 26.
Oh, hey, man.
The handicap's not gonna carry me.
In the past, it's been amazing what the handicap on that thing did.
I think in general, like the handicaps help, but they never really make a crappy glider beat the good gliders. The higher performing gliders still always end up winning in the end, even with the handicap.
Except if you can make the Swift work.
What's
It's
the
like-
handicap on the Swift?
It's like 70 something.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
But it has to be a certain right kind of task. That's a lot harder than Condor3, you know.
That's Richard.
Congrats.
Congrats. Oh, Bruce, you beat me. Congrats.
Myers made it. Myers, remember how low he was?
Yep.
Congrats, Rich.
Yeah, nice.
Very nice, Rich.
Thank you.
Nice.
I guess the
Wow.
DD1000 race is settled. Now it's time for the S-tiers.
Yeah.
Buy a new glider. No crash so far.
Really nicely done, Rich.
Thank you, Bruce. Yeah, I couldn't keep up with you
Ritz?
and Andreas, but I knew there was a handicap difference. Didn't know it was enough.
Here comes the ASK21s.
You have also a very big wing from the profile. Like double a normal wing. It looks it's symmetrical, but it's big.
Hi, Mark.
A huge wing, very huge.
Yeah, the Astra has quite a thick wing.
So not good in fast flying.
No, it is not.
It's one of Epler's wings. It's not bad.
For Grub, it's the best glider they ever built.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but the wings are quite stiff.
Oh yes, they are. And quite heavy as well.
Yeah, but from average speed you are faster. Unbelievable. You had no chance to catch up, but you are faster in average.
It's the handicap between the Astia and the DG.
Yeah. No, in speed also. You have 123.6 and I have 123.
All right. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realise, yeah. Yeah. That penalty point's not doing me any favours.
No, but it won't hurt you, I guess.
Not a lot. But we know when Mark gets here, he's going to take it.
Yeah.
I'm still not convinced.
I think you're fast enough
So,
so you don't get that thing happening that happens if you're just a little over the threshold.
ASK 21, second place.
We're going to be lucky to be in the upper 2/3, Andreas, by the time this is done.
Yeah. I will see.
I took the Astia because it's sentimental value for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same for me.
I spent quite a bit of time in Astias, and yeah, they're a very forgiving, easy aeroplane to fly, and very underestimated, I think.
Stefan did really well. Really well.
There are
Yep.
other guys
Third
coming,
place.
so this won't hold.
Yeah, maybe Tim.
Yeah, I watched Tim at the last turn point behind me, and then he caught up, and then he's past me, and now he's going ahead. I feel like I'm standing still.
oh, there's a pair of lines.
Tim might well get this one.
I remember they even made a flat glider. It's called Speed Asti. I think that's, performance-wise, that's the best one.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't think they made many of them, though.
Is this the Jeans Astor or whatever, the one that's in the game?
Yeah, that's the very ugly one. We have one in our club. We have a CS and Jeans Asti.
They also did a CS77. It's like the CS, but it's got a longer nose. That's the one I actually spent most of my time in, is 77.
And then not forget the twin Astia.
Right.
I learned flying on that one.
The fiberglass Swan.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Congrats, John.
Handicap must not be very good at this thing.
Watch out for power lines, Tim. They're strung across the valley.
Yeah. Thank you.
Keel 7 had a really good day.
Maybe Tim could make it. Let's see.
And the one with the Puchats. It's also fast.
ATGT.
Not sure whether that's enough of a handicap difference for him to get it.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
Wait. So the handicap on that is much lower than the handicap on the Polaris? What?
It's because of the longer wings, I guess.
Wait, no, that's what I'm saying. the treasure. That's something. It can't be right.
How do you pronounce that plane, by the way? Puchats or something?
Puchats, yeah.
Puchats.
Puchats. Okay. What language is it? Polish?
Yes.
I think so.
It means owl.
The rear tail is different, yeah. It's a Nix, not a T-back.
Yeah.
What did you say it meant? Ugly plane?
No, it's the Polish word for owl.
Oh, owl. Okay.
Yeah, looks like Tim's got this one.
Obvious, yeah. Clear. Go, go, go.
Oh yeah, those power lines are nasty.
Yeah. They creep up on you all of a sudden. Nicely done, Tim.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't understand why that glider has a lower handicap than this thing. That's weird.
The Bugas?
Yeah, like compared to the B4. Okay.
It's compared to the SK-13.
Yeah.
Are the handicaps determined by like a mathematical thing, or is it just the committee sits down and tries to like debate what the right number is? In which case politics would factor in.
Yeah, something in between.
Well done, Tim. Nicely done.
They adjust them
Yeah.
if they can see one glider is too up small.
What on earth did C9 do?
Very nice, Tim.
Thank you.
C9 was, he had final glide at a high speed. He must have stopped at some point to climb. Look how high he is. Does he not know that he doesn't get extra points for being high above the finish?
I mean, Tim basically had just about my speed with the S-steer. Pretty amazing.
Even in fact, C9 right now is flying to another thermal. Does he not know he has to go to the finish line?
Maybe not everybody has to race every. Right. Sometimes he's just poking around.
No, but he was racing before.
Thank you, Mike.
That's weird. It's like, does he not notice that he's at the finish?
Yeah, he has to notice by now. He's just doing that for whatever reason.
Maybe he just gave up.
Well, he was actually doing really good. I mean, he was for the ASK-21s. He would have been up there with everybody else in the ASK-21s. He was actually going perfectly good. Then at some point, he stopped to climb all the way to cloud base, and then now he's doing it again right next to the finish.
Maybe he went on autopilot for convenience break, and his stomach was worse than he thought.
Well, no. But no, like I said, at one point when we got into this final glide, he was not too far from me, at I3 he had a very good final, fast upright V&E final glide, and then that's what I'm saying. At some point, he stopped to climb all the way to cloud base, even though he was already at a V&E final glide.
Yeah, he stopped to climb again. Right, 5k from the finish, less than
Yeah.
5k.
That's what I'm saying. It's like he was going good for the. Wait. What is he? Okay, I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. I give up. Is he flying back to the start?
I see him, yeah. It's around about 3,200 meters.
He's watching Tim stream and just trying to do whatever he can to mess with us as much as possible.
Yeah.
He heard you talking. He's like, I'm going to do something even crazier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give them something to talk about.
He's not even flying towards the finish. I don't understand.
It's like he's trying to fly to the start.
Yeah. Or to the clouds.
Oh, I see what you guys mean about power lines. Yeah.
That's a nice view. I'm on his view and I see you all. May is the last one.
Oh, I love the power lines. That's a really nice addition in Condor3.
Oh, wow. Nice call, John.
Well done, John.
He finally realized.
Oh, is he flying without the...
He's speed up
PDA,
now,
maybe?
yeah. Speed up full now. You have written him.
Like he started to turn actually before I said, right like a second before I started typing that.
And now he's speed up immediately.
While I was typing it before I hit enter, he swerved to the right.
Now he's flying the final. Finished also.
Yeah, Mark, I'm pretty sure you'll take the win.
Are there any interesting hangars to fly through or loop around or anything?
Didn't look like it.
You don't have the energy?
Plus, I have the energy for one something. Maybe a loop.
You have the energy for landing.
Yeah, at 20
I have
meter.
VNE here at about 170.
You have the energy for 20-meter pull-up.
Congrats, Mark.
Congrats, Mark.
Nice. Congrats, Mark.
Yeah, very
Congrats.
nice.
Look at the points.
Yeah, we are just ages away.
Oh, nice.
Not even close.
I need to.
Oh, wow. Will that hold up when it gets to the Condor Club?
Congrats.
Yeah, it'll stick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Mainly the 20 meter. The 20 meter gets really shook up, but these are all pretty good.
Unless like T4 goes really fast or something. Yeah, that's basically it.
T4, I was looking at his speed because he's the other 126. I have been faster than him at every checkpoint.
I think I landed out also.
You might be number 1 and 2 then.
I didn't realize the handicap was that much of an advantage. Because, I mean, speed-wise, I'm 30-something% slower.
Yeah.
Yeah, but basically with the 26, if you just reach goal, you'll win.
Okay, guys, I'll jump out. Thank you for a nice flight and have a nice evening.
All right, cheers.
Yeah, I'm on. God aften.
Channel.
Is the SGS close to an event to the Swift?
Well, I think if the 26 is a sure win, if you complete the task, the Swift is even better.
The Swift you have to do without the PDA, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Pujas is 84 handicap, and the Pilatus before is 88.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Yeah, the B4 is a bit like the ASW 20. Its handicap doesn't reflect its performance.
Although in Condor it says the best glide ratio on the B4 is 32 at 85 kilometers an hour and 30 for the Pujas. So I guess the Pujas, according to Condor, maybe the Pilatus actually is a better glider. Huh. Yeah, the max speed too. There's only 215 on the Pujas and it's 240 on the B4. So I guess maybe it's not.
But I think the B4 drops off a cliff, doesn't it, when you start pushing the speed on?
Yeah, well, they're pretty close, actually.
Yes, maybe it's a glider to buy. It's a beautiful one.
Which one?
Not really.
The Estia. I like it more than the DG1000.
I should have taken the SF28. It's got a handicap of 78.
I think the Libelle is beautiful, but it's not a school glider.
I jumped back in Condor and was very impressed that you have so much different school class gliders.
Thank you, Mike. I wish you a nice day and evening, and see you tomorrow.
Well, let's take the SG38. It's got the best handicap, 22.
Maybe next time the Gruna baby, yeah.
Well, the Gruna baby is 54.
Yeah. And max speed 150.
The problem with the baby is you don't have a PDA. I wish they would let you put, put the computer a PDA thing on the Gruna baby. Then people might actually fly it for school class. But the way it is now, you just fly. It's always a no PDA task with that thing. It's like.
I wonder if there are any real Grunau babies with a PDA in the world.
Well, yes, I'm sure there are, because I'm sure anyone who flies one has a cell phone.
Yeah.
That's
true.
all you need.
Yep. Yeah, put XUSR on your cell phone and you're done. All right, gentlemen, I'm out of here. It was a pleasure as always, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll say bye as well.
Bye.
Yeah. Same
See
for
you,
me.
Mark. Well done, mate. See you, Tim. Take care.
User disconnected from your channel.
Congrats all. Bye-bye.
User disconnected.
I probably
from
flew
your
too
channel.
slow too. I was just kind of relaxing and enjoying the flight. I hadn't
Yeah.
never flown that thing.
Definitely.
Disconnected.